Good day. I'm Chris Gunn, and welcome to Simple Modern Agile. Today's topic is the formula. I've been working in Agile for over 10 years. The first 6 years were all about experiments, training, and certifications, learning what works and what doesn't work. Then came year 7. I found it, the turning point. That's when everything started to click. The practices, the mindset, and the rhythm came together into what I now call the formula. It's a repetitive process, one that helps create and maintain successful, sustainable, agile teams using best practices. This is what you get, the results of everything we've put in place. You get data quality that lets teams actually finish stories instead of chasing unclear details. You get teams that work together, communicate effectively, and accomplish meaningful outcomes. You get the ability to complete work faster with fewer blockers and smoother handoffs. And you get accurate metrics, data that truly reflects your status because it's reliable and up to date. These are all tangible benefits of disciplined planning, monitoring, and collaboration, the payoff for doing Agile right. The formula, the foundation of how we work using best practices. It starts with teamwork. When people collaborate openly, share ideas, and support one another, we build trust and momentum. Teamwork turns into individual effort into collective success. Next is planning, setting clear priorities and defining outcomes so everyone knows what success looks like. Good planning keeps us focused and prevents wasted effort. Then come ceremonies, the rhythm that keeps our ceremonies and routines consistent. It's about creating a predictable flow of work where progress feels steady and sustainable. Finally, monitoring, tracking what happens in real time. It's how we spot issues early, measure results, and make data driven decisions. Together, these four elements form a simple, modern approach to Agile, practical, repeatable, and built to help teams deliver with confidence and clarity. Teamwork is the foundation of an Agile team. True teamwork evolves naturally. It grows as it builds trust and collaboration deepens. We put people before process because strong relationships drive better results than rigid rules. A safe environment is essential, where everyone feels comfortable sharing ideas and taking risks. We keep it simple, focusing on clarity and sharing understanding instead of overcomplicating things. Too much turns people off. And finally, we value experience before explaining, learning by doing, reflecting and improving together. When these principles come together, teamwork becomes more than a practice. It becomes the culture that powers success. Planning, sometimes called big room planning. Planning is often overlooked, yet it's the foundation of every successful team. Remember, failure to plan is planning to fail. To be successful, you need to dedicate time to the big picture. It's the most painful step, very time consuming. It'll give you an illusion that you are trapped in meetings, a symptom of a backlog out of control. This goes away once the team matures and process develops. When we skip it, work becomes painful and time consuming. We start overthinking, get stuck, and lose momentum. The key is to keep it simple. Focus on clarity instead of complexity. Big room planning can sound overwhelming at first, but it becomes more simpler when you break it down into clear steps. Stakeholders align on what matters most. The product owner turns those priorities into larger pieces of work, and the developers break them down into small, actionable tasks the team can deliver. When everyone plays their part, The whole process feels straightforward and measurable. The goal is to identify what is important and make sure it's worked on first. Ceremonies, the heartbeat of Agile, creating rhythm and consistency across the team. Ceremonies are where you are reserving time for your team to do collaboration. This is the most painful step. It's really growing pains that improve as the team matures. It's hard because people give up time they may not have. Use placeholders. Reserve time for ceremonies. If you don't need it, give it back. At least you're on your calendars. Use wisely. Too many meetings turn people off. Treat as many ceremonies as needed. As the team matures, fewer meetings are needed. Here is the minimum. We begin with a daily stand up. It's not a status meeting, it's a quick check in to show progress. Surface blockers and keep everyone aligned. It's short, focused, and keeps momentum strong. Next is backlog refinement, where we review upcoming work, clarify priorities, and make sure stories are ready for development. Then we move into team refinement, a deeper collaboration session that ensures shared understanding and commitment to work ahead. Can it actually be started? After each cycle, we hold a retrospective, a safe place to reflect, celebrate wins, and identify improvements for the next iteration. Finally, the stakeholder review connects our progress back to the business goals, ensuring transparency with leadership. Monitoring how we track progress and maintain visibility across our workflow. You need to be careful about this step because it can be seen as judging or micromanaging. Monitoring helps you see things before they're real problems. First is automation. That's where data updates itself based on changes in other metadata. For example, when a story status moves into in progress, the start date updates automatically and the target date is projected forward, keeping timelines accurate without manual effort. Next is vision, the human side of monitoring. It's about interpreting the data, spotting trends, and ensuring decisions align with the bigger picture. This is done using Agile team boards and dashboard gadgets to track quality. Finally, staleness. This tells us how long a story has been set in the same status with no updates. A story should be completed in under 30 days. Anything older than that signals a problem, stalled work, unclear ownership, or hidden blockers. By combining automation, vision, and staleness, we stay proactive, informed, and able to act before issues grow. Pain points are what we identify as areas we must monitor closely to keep our agile process healthy. Automation, where we track target dates and status. If target dates aren't automatically updated, teams lose visibility, deadlines slip, and work falls out of sync. Vision, we monitor data quality and resource management. Weak acceptance criteria, unclear descriptions, or missing problem or value statements create confusion. We monitor resources like WIP limits, stories not moving, or staleness, where stories are stuck, and signal deeper flow problems. These pain points are not just observations, they're metrics we actively monitor. If we don't track them, they become blockers that slow delivery and erode team confidence. This shows the results of everything we put into place. This is what you get. You get data quality that lets teams actually finish stories instead of chasing unclear details. You get teams that work well together, communicate effectively, and accomplish meaningful outcomes. You get the ability to complete work faster with fewer blockers and smoother handoffs. And it gets you accurate metrics, data that truly reflects your status, because it's reliable and up to date. These are tangible benefits of disciplined planning, monitoring, and collaboration, the payoff for doing Agile right. It's because of the formula. I created a formula for building and maintaining highly productive teams by focusing on people first. One example was a team spread across 4 different cities in multiple time zones, with some people being even new to the country. So building trust was extremely important. I used regular one on one conversations to create a safe environment where people felt comfortable speaking up and asking for help. As a servant leadership, I made sure the team knew I cared about them and their success. I paid close attention to workloads so no one felt overwhelmed, and I matched stories to the skills and strengths of each team member. Because we followed the formula of trust, support, communication, and accountability, the team successfully delivered and closed 10 features and 230 stories in just 6 months. This is just one example, and I have successfully used the same formula several times over in the last 4 years to help transform teams into a highly productive, agile organizations. And that brings us to the formula. This is an overview that ties together everything we've discussed, from planning and monitoring to advanced automation and vision. Each piece builds towards a system that helps teams work smarter, faster, and with greater clarity. But this is just the beginning. In upcoming videos, I'll break down each step in detail. So stay tuned, keep experimenting, and join me as we continue exploring simple modern agile. Thank you for your participation.